If you're finding that time is feeling expansive and elastic and it goes by very quickly when you are working, it means that you're dropping into the flow state, which is fantastic. That's the state where we are really fully present, really involved in what we're doing, and we are able to allow our minds to get peaceful and quiet. And so healing can take place. Dopamine gets released, the feel good hormone, and all sorts of things start to settle and find balance in our bodies when we get into the flow state. So if you're finding that time is calling you to spend more time with your practice, then remember that we have InFlowCREATE sessions every week in the InFlow studio, the Zoom studio, and you're welcome to join us. You know now what it takes to just drop into a flow state, and I'm sure that you can draw for an hour and a half. The sessions are 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours. We don't draw for all of that time. We do a check-in with our nervous systems at the beginning. We do some body presencing. Depending on how many people are in the session, we get to talk a little bit. We also reflect on the weekly prompt. You might have been receiving in your email box every week the InFlowCREATE prompt that I send out. And that's just something to remind us about creativity, about how to drop into flow, about why we want to create and how good it is for us. And we just reflect on that and how it resonates with us. And then we go into our silent time of making and creating in our own home studios, but still connected on Zoom. And there's a real magic that happens that is we comment on often of how connected we do feel in an energetic and subtle energetic level across the internet waves through Zoom. Even though we're quietly working on our own, we know that there are other people watching, not watching, looking, but witnessing and being there with us. It's like this energy is palpable and very real, and I'd love for you to experience that. I don't give art techniques, but we do share techniques in our space, which is really lovely.
The ink and the bleach. They put on the ink, and then in the end it's too heavy, and you take off areas with bleach. And then I discovered that I could go over the areas that I took off with bleach with the pit pens.
Found a new toy that I want to try out.
Oh yeah, I've got those.
I just found it look at me comb my hair with it. Oh, look at you got a bunch of them.
Yeah, you know what? I mostly use this one.
I mean, and why I liked this, like I said, the repetition was relaxing and meditative. But when we do the Sumiak painting too, part of the way of learning it is you keep doing the brush strokes over and over and over again. That's how we learn it.
It involved a lot of cutting and sticking and gluing.
I have some seed bead glass beads that I want to stitch and fill in for some texture.
So we learn things from each other, we get inspired by each other. Often what really happens is quite fun, is that we land up using similar shapes, or people are using similar colors completely unplanned, and it's just another indication of how we are all connected. So I've done a couple of chats with some of my people over the years, so let's listen to a little bit of what they have to say about how this space really benefits them.
In the beginning, I was really intimidated by how, it was explained. It was like, well, you don't have a plan, and you can use any medium, and you're just going to go with the flow. And I thought, well, what the hell does that mean? Because I'm quite a control freak, and I guess any art class that I've ever been to, there was definitely a plan.
Look, it's a very gentle process of raising awareness of the voices that go on in your head, and holding that space, holding that quiet space, knowing that you are allowed to just be for 3 hours or 4 hours is quite profound. In a gentle easy way. I find it quite intriguing, the notion of painting without having an objective.
I don't do enough in the studio space. That's why I'm actually very grateful for the inflow time, because it is a time that I'm committed to, that makes me do, and that's why I'm able to finish the pieces that I'm wanting to finish. But my life is without much structure, and I often find myself going for days and days and days, or even weeks, without actually being creative.
And it helps me just be with my thoughts and putting them as marks on a paper that I need to do. But I feel like it's giving me almost permission to have an outlet for certain emotions that is not taking it out on someone else, but taking it out on a canvas or expressing it in ways that maybe I don't want to express it to somebody. You might not want to feel sad or upset or unhappy, but you have to feel those things, right? You have to move through them. They're still there. If I wasn't experiencing them, I'd just be pushing them somewhere else. I have to process them to feel better. And it makes a difference. And people people that are close to me know it makes a difference and tell me to go paint. So that is huge, because now I know it's not just me thinking it makes a difference. That energy is changing that I'm putting out.
This is a different creative space. It's a space where, yes, there is creativity and there is paint, or there's pens, or there's pencils, or whatever medium you choose to work with. So there's that, and that's the one component. But the other component for me that I think is the most important is that it's a sacred space. It's a quiet space, and there's no music playing, there's no chitter-chatter amongst friends. It's a sacred space, and it's a space where, for me, things in my heart and my mind and my soul almost get worked through while I'm busy with the creative process. I do seem to be calmer. It is definitely self-loving to me.
I loved being lost in the flow. It is just such a comforting place to be.
And I'm feeling a lot more grounded and centered and calmer, more peaceful in myself now.
There's always a little bit of a rough patch before things start to flow. And I have often lost myself in time, like time has changed and warped.
So moving into a new space of letting go can definitely make one feel anxious. Am I right, Katrina?
I think for me, it's like this, that's very scary space. And then kind of like a shift between until I get to a place of like ease with the new way of being. But that in-between stage can, depending on how much I've hidden from it, can take a while, and yeah, it can feel uncomfortable.
Katrina, for you, what is the message that you're giving yourself when, and asking you this so that I can hear it, to see what it feels like for me? But that in-between space, like the anxiety, like what is it? Is it, I'm going to mess this up? Or is it, I'm going to express myself in an unacceptable way? Or what is your 5-year-old?
My 5-year-old's very happy to play, but it's almost like the adult part of me that kind of goes, no, we can't do this. We can't do this. We have to be like, I can understand the preciousness of paper. And that's why I really loved finding the soul painting that Brenda did initially. You know, it's like cheap paper and tempera paints, and just the more I worked with that and the more I allowed myself to play with that, the easier it's become. But it's had to be like a conscious, oh yes, we're playing today. We're just playing. We're just going to go here. We're just going to make mess. We're going to, you know. But I would move between like this, it's got to look like something, to this, to that, letting go, to coming back there again. It was just like, and I still get it every now and then I just have to kind of like go, okay, stop, breathe. It's okay. We can do this. So, come back here.
So relating. I can literally feel it like bubbling up in me, and then I go like, you know, like, let's be sensible. What are we worried about? The planet's not about to stop rotating. It's just a paintbrush. Like, take the carrot out your ass. You know, I really get it. I do. It's so nice to hear you talk like that. It really is. Because I think very early on, somewhere along the line, I got this message, you know, you must do it right. And
All did.
and
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Yes.
It's a thing to
Yeah.
work with, hey? It really is.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, is come and give yourself the gift of setting aside time, being with yourself, and all that means, because that means a lot, you know. And sometimes the creative process is not as exciting and colorful as it looks, you know. Sometimes it's quite scary, and there's blocks, and there's, I don't know what next, or I want to run away, or I want to cut this up, or I'm hating this. So it's not that it's all just, you know, roses and fields of sunflowers. But yeah, come and be with yourself, and come and be still.
It has brought me as much, if not more, personal growth as all of my yoga teacher training courses. And I've got a few under my belt. It really has. You have to get to know yourself if you're going to make a mark.
So if you have the time and you have the inclination, then please go and check it out on my website, send me an email. And there's a lot of preparation, just because setting up for a Zoom call with an art in an art space is a little different from just arriving at an art lesson. So if this sounds like something that you'd like to be part of and you'd like to drop into, you can drop in for sessions sporadically as and when you can, or you can sign up for a full month of sessions. The Monday classes run in 6-week blocks. It's Monday evening my time. The Thursday is every week, as long as I'm up and able and willing to be in the studio. It's very organic, it's very fluid, it's called InFlow for a reason, but most of all, it's a space of love and connection and connectivity, creativity, and a place where you can anchor yourself on a weekly basis.